Singapore, the tiny island that never met a ranking it didn't want to top. From airports to passports, education to economics, this little red dot loves to make headlines. But not every number one is something to celebrate. Some make us beam with pride. Others make us wince when the bills arrive. And a few might just make you go, wait, seriously? Today, we're taking a deep dive, with a little humor along the way, into the good, the bad, and the ugly of Singapore's #1 titles. First stop, Changi Airport, the crown jewel of air travel, ranked the best airport in the world in 2025, again. And honestly, calling it an airport feels unfair. This place is part botanical garden, part shopping mall, part mini theme park. There's a waterfall taller than some HDB blocks, a butterfly garden, movie theaters, and yes, even a swimming pool. While travelers elsewhere are fighting for charging ports and edible sandwiches, Changi's passengers are wondering if they have time for one more selfie under the jewel waterfall before boarding. Changi is so nice that sometimes, even when locals aren't flying, they still go there for fun. When your airport doubles as a date spot, you know you're doing something right. Next, we've got the world's most powerful passport, the envy of other countries' frequent travelers. As of 2025, Singaporeans enjoy visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to 194 destinations. That's basically a universal keycard for the entire planet. You could say, with this passport, you can travel the world faster than some countries approve your leave. Show up anywhere and say, I'm from Singapore, and they'll probably just wave you through. Unless, of course, it's Changi. Then you still need to scan your bag twice. Education, the pride and pressure of every Singaporean household. Our students top the world in maths, reading, and science in the 2022 PISA rankings. Impressive? Absolutely. Surprising? Not really. Here, tuition starts earlier than some children can spell tuition. But you can't deny that the results speak for themselves. Singaporean kids can calculate the GST on your bubble tea, solve an algebra problem about it, and then write an essay reflecting on their learning process. Meanwhile, adults are still figuring out CPF interest rates or their retirement plan. Singapore also ranks as the world's top logistics hub, the nerve center of global trade. Ships, planes, containers, everything moves with clockwork precision. The hub literally never sleeps. If the commerce platforms Amazon Prime or AliExpress had Singaporean efficiency, your parcel would probably arrive before you even clicked buy now. And unlike most of us, it never complains about long hours. Singapore isn't just moving goods. It's steering the world's oceans. In 2024, it was named the world's leading maritime city, and in 2025, the best global seaport. Now that's no mean achievement. To put it simply, if global shipping had a pop group, Singapore would be Beyoncé. Flawless, hardworking, and always on top. Even Captain Jack Sparrow would trade his compass for our port access. And to top it off, Singapore is ranked the safest country in Asia and the 6th safest in the world. Where else can you leave your phone on a cafe table? Step away and come back to find not only your phone, but maybe a tissue packet holding your seat. Singapore is so safe that women can walk home alone at night, and their biggest danger might just be tripping over a sleeping cat or missing the last MRT. The streets are bright, the air's calm, and even at 2 a.m., the scariest thing around is humidity. Here, you can drop your phone, go buy bubble tea, and come back to find it still there. Maybe even with a kind note saying, "You forgot this lot." It's safety, Singapore style, efficient, polite, and slightly territorial.
$154 for a Prius?
In Munich, I drove a BMW. Here, I can't even afford a Corolla. Even then, with the current prices, I don't think I ever will in Singapore.
Thinking of owning a car in Singapore? Well, let's just say you could buy the same Toyota in Malaysia and get change for another car and a scooter and a year's worth of petrol. According to World Bank data, Singapore ranks #1 in Asia for vehicle prices. Owning a car here isn't a convenience, it's a status symbol. It's like saying, I don't just have 4 wheels, I have financial trauma. That's because of the infamous Certificate of Entitlement, or COE, a golden ticket that lets you own, not buy, a car for 10 years. Yup, you heard it right. After 10 years, it's off to the scrapyard. Or if you can't stand to part with it, extend it with another COE. In 2025, a mid-size car's COE cost over 141,000 Singapore dollars, and that's before you pay for the car. Yes, you can now buy a BMW in your own country with some change left over for the same price as a piece of paper in Singapore. It's like paying for a movie ticket that costs more than the cinema itself. But hey, at least parking is still... No, never mind. Of course, being #1 isn't always cheap. According to the Julius Baer Global Wealth and Lifestyle Report, Singapore is the most expensive city in the world for the wealthy. From luxury cars to designer handbags, fine dining to private healthcare. If you're rich, Singapore will help you spend that money faster than you can say service charge and GST. It's basically a luxury tax heaven for the government and a budgeting nightmare for everyone else. Here's a fun one. Not many people know this, but Singapore is the lightning capital of the world. With our tropical humidity and thunderstorms, we experience more lightning strikes per square kilometer than any other country. Mother Nature clearly thinks our skyline looks too calm and decides to add special effects. It's beautiful, dramatic, and a reminder not to hold an umbrella in open fields. Perhaps the tourism board could use the tagline idea, Singapore, it's lit, in its brochures. While we're no longer officially #1, Singapore still ranks among the world's highest for myopia. Could there be a correlation to the fact that Singapore is ranked top in education in the PISA ranking? Something to think about. By age 12, around 2/3 of our kids are short-sighted. Some say it's because of our obsession with screens and books. Others think it's just nature's way of saying, stop mugging, go play outside. If you want to spot a Singaporean student, look for the glasses. If you want to spot one without glasses, good luck. So there you have it, the good, the bad, and the ugly of Singapore's #1 rankings. From the world's best airport to the most expensive city, and from the safest streets to the stormiest skies, Singapore is full of contradictions. We're efficient, ambitious, and sometimes just a bit extra. But whether it's a record-breaking waterfall or a record-breaking COE, one thing's for sure, this tiny island always goes big. The only question left is, which #1 makes you proud, and which makes you say, wow, like that also can? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because even this video wants to be #1 on YouTube.